Hi, welcome everyone. Just mute my camera here. So this is going to be interesting for me of how I do this because I've got two cameras set up. I don't have the full production crew behind me. So basically, as many of you know through my posts, whether that's on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, is every year, alhamdulillah, over Ramadan we do food parcels every Saturday. This is the last one that we're doing, and actually we're doing it on Friday. Bear with me a second. I'm just going to mute this camera here so that I can. Okay. So hopefully that will work better now. So basically, this is the last one that we're doing, and today we're doing actually on Friday rather than Saturday. And I thought it'd be interesting to show you some of the work that goes on behind the scenes of actually the work that's involved, because I know I kind of stick up pictures of the actual food parcels, and they alhamdulillah look great, but there is a lot of effort involved behind the scenes. And I'm supposed to be partly I'm doing this live. As I said, I'll see how it goes because there's a lot to do, and I want to try and get this done before Jum and Mars at 1:30. Sorry, 1 o'clock. So I've got an hour to get this all done. Is to hopefully inspire some of you that obviously this year Ramadan's over, but next year to do something like this in your local community. I cannot tell you the difference it has made. I mean, although we're not kind of helping nationally, but we are helping about 20 local families. So on the first Saturday, it started off that we were just helping 13 families, and actually kind of as the weeks have progressed, it's now come to 20 families. So that's about 76 people that we're providing meals every Saturday. But the comments we've got back from the families that we're helping has been that it has been invaluable. I know we always think of charity as giving money, but actually sometimes donating our time to do meaningful things like this, or even providing food parcels. And I know, as I said, the groceries do it throughout the year with the food banks, and that's fantastic. But obviously in this case what we do is we also provide them with a 3-course hot meal. So this week, because it's as I said, the last week, we've gone all out and we've kind of got the day pulkis here, which I've just been kind of pouring in the boxes. But we actually, because everyone was quite busy, managed to raise enough money and help a local lady who provides and caters for families. We gave her some business, but she's also kind of cooked biryani and halim for kind of the families, so that they've got something for hopefully the Saturday, but also the Sunday in case it's Eid, along with seek kebabs and everything else. So I'm going to crack on, and if I'm not doing much talking, it's because I'm just focused on getting the stuff done. So as I said, I'm going to see if the live feed isn't working. I might just end it abruptly. But I just thought it'd be interesting for you to see kind of what goes on in my kitchen, normally on a Saturday. But as I said, at the moment, today it's on a Friday. So this morning, I've just made day pulki. So I'm kind of making 20 boxes. And the way we do it is that the families that are larger, so we've got a family of 7, a family of 6, and a few families of 5, we'll fill it up. And then for the slightly smaller families, which are kind of family of 3, then we just kind of reduce the quantity a bit. And then, of course, if we have anything left over, we'll just top it up. At the moment, because I haven't got time then to make more, I'm just trying to be a bit frugal about how I distribute this to ensure I've got enough for 20 boxes. So I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got another 9 to make. But I do want to kind of just recognise, some people have been instrumental, and I know you're going to laugh because every bit helps. So Sainsbury's, for example, were kind enough to donate the carrier bags. I mean, when we're making these food parcels, typically we're using about 2 to 3 carrier bags per family. So you can imagine that's, on average for about 20, that's about 60 carrier bags we're using, which at the moment, we've got to pay for carrier bags, which are about 30 pence a go. So that can all add up. So Sainsbury's were kind enough to donate 200 carrier bags to us, which is about £60 worth of carrier bags. And, that actually goes a long way because we've been able to use those funds to obviously buy food and other stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've also, there's a local family we help, kind of a family of 7. They've been having some challenges, both husband and wife with medical health issues. So thanks to everyone pooling their funds together, not only have we provided them with food for kind of the Saturday, but we've also provided them kind of extra food to keep them going for at least 3 or 4 days, particularly because they, although we as a rule help local families irrespective of faith. You don't have to be a Muslim to be able to benefit from the food parcels. But obviously, amongst that, there are some Muslim families, of which this family of 7 is a Muslim family, and I know that they'll be fasting. So, which is why we've kind of topped up and provided them some extra meals to keep them going for a few days during the week, so that while they're fasting, they can open their fast with a decent meal. So I've just kind of put some milk in just to thin it a bit because it was too thick. So I'm going to just distribute this here. So yeah, the reason I mentioned that family is that the lady kind of wanted or needed a rolling pin and a base to help make like chapatis. And I'm friends with Sophia Chaudhry, the founder of Roti Box. And this project really is kind of built and has got to where it is because of the generosity of friends, family, and volunteers. And so I reached out to Sophia and I said, look, your Roti Boxes are great. Could you kindly donate one of these to this family? And she was brilliant. There was like no toing or no thought about it. All she just said, let me know what her address is, and just check with her that her kitchen workspace is big enough to accommodate the actual box itself, which luckily it has been. So I'm just going to make sure I concentrate and I don't spill this. So that's kind of again just showing that small businesses, we can still do our bit. We might not be able to do big donations or like some of the bigger businesses are able to do with charities, but small businesses, we do have our black book of other small business kind of contacts, that we know, which is what I've done. I've kind of leveraged a bit from that. So, because this is the last one, we try and do for the last food parcel is we try and give some e-gifts to the families as well. And I wanted to show you in a bit once I've done this. So Farmhouse biscuits have been fantastic. They've made these lovely biscuit boxes with Eid Mubarak written on them. And I met them at the Muslim shopping festival in Excel just earlier, kind of in the year in February. And I bought a few Ramadan Mubarak boxes from them. And I said to them, look, we do these things. Would you be kind enough to donate some Eid boxes that we can then give to the families on the last weekend? Again, superb. They kind of delivered 24 of these lovely boxes, which have an Eid Mubarak message, which we'll be adding to food parcel. Sorry, I'm just concentrating. This week. The other lady who's I find really inspiring. So I am short. I've got 3 boxes here, so I'm just going to dash to the garage to get some more yogurt. So if there's nothing happening on the screen, it's because I'm not in the kitchen. I'm just going to get the yogurt. So as I said, you don't have to kind of be on this live to watch the whole thing, but I just thought it would be a bit inspiring. Hopefully, or inspire some of you. It just shows you, some of the logistics involved behind the scenes. So what I've made here, not that this is a cooking show, but is dahi bundi. So dahi bundis these are basically little balls made from ground flour, and you kind of put them in yogurt. So in yogurt, literally, it's just salt, cumin, and when I make it for the family, I put a bit of chili powder in. But because I know that some of these are, many of the families are non-Muslim, so their spice level might not be at the same level, and there's children in the family, so I'm not adding any chili powder in this. I've just put some salt and cumin to give the yogurt some flavour. So just got the video, I'm just soaking in water. As I said, this isn't a cooking show. So actually what I'm going to do, because I'm not sure that the live is necessarily working, is whilst I'm making yogurt, I'm going to quickly take the camera around to show you kind of in fact, actually, while that's soaking, what I'll do. So I received one of these boxes from Desi Doll, kind of the founder is Frazana. Again, it's another small business owner who specialises in doing Islamic toys for kids to help them learn about the faith in a creative way. But I'm going to put this out because I've got this face and worked on. I just thought, it said to her, look, it'd be really nice if we can have some gifts for the kids, and obviously with it being Ramadan Eid, kind of just making it a bit more relevant. And so she kindly donated these kind of Ramadan dua books. So you've got kind of corresponding different buttons here, which kind of gives you, kind of tells you about the different prayers you say before you open your fast, afterwards, etc. And it's interesting because we had this debate with my husband and one of my volunteers, and they said, Sadia, I'm not sure it's right that you give these because they might be thinking you're trying to push the faith down their throat. And I suppose for me, it was a case where I said, actually, far from it. It's not so much that. It's a bit like if we all made more of an effort to read each other's books and read each other's, more about each other's faith, I think the level of tolerance or respect increases. So, I'm hoping that the families that we give it to will receive it with the same intention, which is not about me trying to throw the faith down their throat, but more about just enlightening them and, giving them insight and educate them about, some of the prayers we do it, we pray and as Muslims. And what you'll probably find, whether you're Hindu, Christian, Jewish, but the sentiment of the prayers that we all pray for different occasions, whether it's at the start of the meal, this has got some kind of prayers about, different, this what we say before we open our fast or once we break our fast. Some of the surahs we pray. It's actually that the sentiment, is the same. So that's what the book she's donated. So she kindly donated about 14 of these, which is brilliant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and then what she also donated were these. These dua pillows, which I thought was fantastic. So these are basically little cushions that you can sleep with. So you've got some, it's your bedtime buddy, so it kind of helps you recite 3 key kind of, I suppose, if I were to, so it's verses from the Quran. So it's basic verses that we teach our children when they're young because they're short and they're easy to learn. Ayatul Kursi, so it's a verse from the Quran that we recite as Muslims because we believe it protects us from the day from any evil spirits or any evil looks. And then they've got some duas that we learn to recite before we sleep. So I just thought, this was lovely. So she's donated 4 of these. And again, it just goes to show that if you just make the effort to reach out to other fellow businesses, actually small business owners, if we collaborate our resources together, we can make a real impact and make a difference to people's lives. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually crack on and start doing these food parcels because I'm running behind schedule. And if I just feel it's not working because there's too much of the empty screen because I'm not around, I'll just end the live feed. But as I said, the purpose of doing a bit of this live feed was just to give you a bit of inspiration and to show you of how, even as a small business owner, you can make a difference by reaching out and working with other small businesses and friends and family to have a real impact. You don't necessarily have to do Ramadan Food Parcel, but you can create some kind of initiative which entails giving back to the community and kind of spreading the message of actually, what we have in common as, across faiths. Right. I am going to, as I said, crack on because I'm running behind schedule. see there's no art to it or anything, or measuring it. It's just a case of using a bit of a measured in. So I'm just adding the cumin powder. So I'll just put this here now and continue to pour. So, got the thing here, I'll just move the cap. This is the yogurt. Normally you'd lick your fingers or something, but obviously when you're fasting, you've got to be disciplined. Make sure you don't do that. Just make sure you've got 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. My son absolutely loves these. So I'm going to, once I've done this, make some for him tonight. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to end live because I don't have a camera crew. As I said, I've set the cameras up myself and I'm going to do a lot of walking around now between the rooms. So unless I had someone following me, I don't think it's going to work. But what I'll do is once I've got all the food parcel together is I'll do another quick live to show you exactly what's in this week's food parcels. But look, to give you context, it's currently, I started this around 11 o'clock. Normally the day that we do it does take a good 2-3 hours out of your day to kind of to mark, label all the bags. With the system we have with the carrier bags is we've got 6 families of 5 and 6 families of 4 that we help. So then because we've got more than one bags, we have to label it as family of 4A, family of 4B, family, so that we make sure that every family's got the right set of A's and B's and they're not missing any food item. So there is a bit of a system involved in making sure that everyone gets everything and no one's getting a double bag of 2 bags of food and then not getting the extra groceries and that we buy. This week, for example, we bought 5 kg of rice so that it kind of will keep them going for a few days. And then we've also bought some crisp packet because I'm conscious that next week is Easter holidays. So again, a few snacks just to help the parents out with their children when they're at home. And then we've got what else have we bought this week? So we've got crisps, and then we've got oranges, soft drinks. So we've got we always try and mix it. So we've got healthy stuff in there. So we've got fruit, as I said, the proper food as well. But then we've got some snacks and like a juice and a soft drink to supplement it because obviously they're treats for kids. So we're conscious that it's trying to get that balance of healthy, but then a few nice treats in there. And then we've got some apple pies as dessert for them as well, and some Victoria sponge cakes. But as I said, I'm going to crack on because this is slowing me down a bit, and then I'll do a live once we've got food parcels together, just to show you exactly what's involved. That'll be a short 5 minutes live. I hope this has inspired you. If you'd like a bit more handhold, I do have an information pack on my website, but please always feel free to email me. I'd be more than happy to have a chat to, guide and advise you on how you can ensure that, or how you put the project team together for next year, and to do this if you want to. All right, take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day. And if I don't do another live with although I try and do a message, is Eid Mubarak to everyone on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube who are celebrating Eid. I hope that Ramadan was a blessed month for you. And obviously, let's not forget on Eid, once many of us will be celebrating, there will be families in the likes of Gaza, Somalia, Lebanon, Kashmir, who will continue to suffer and will not be able to celebrate Eid the way we do. So let's continue to remember them in our prayers and try and be humble about it all. Thank you so much, everyone. And inshallah, I will see you all soon. Allah Hafiz.